I'm Karen and welcome to Fully Fashionista, the Steampunk Edition. There is nothing I like more than to celebrate the birthdays of those people in my life who are very near and dear to my heart. So you can only imagine how thrilled I was when we received this invitation to a surprise birthday party. As I read through the invitation, I noted we had the date available, so it went on the calendar. I also noticed it was a steampunk event and I could feel free to wear my best steampunk attire. Now this shouldn't surprise me because I know the birthday girl is big into steampunk and I've seen some of her attire. Me, not so much. Well, as I was saying before we were so rudely interrupted, I don't think I have much in the way of steampunk, so I'm going to need some inspiration. Now, before we go any further, and for the sake of clarity, let's establish what steampunk is. I'm going to give you the Fully Fashionista condensed definition. Steampunk is the Wild Wild West and the Victorian era mixed together that infused with science fiction. That's our inspiration, that's our starting point. So I started at the spot that I quite often start with when I need inspiration, my jewelry box. And there I found these gorgeous steampunk earrings, which I purchased from a local artisan about 2 years ago. Her detail is amazing. Look at the gears and the stones that are in there and the charms. Now, when she designs earrings, she also defines them by right and left. If you look closely, you'll notice that. And it's the wearer who decides which is right and which is left. And yes, for the sake of steampunk, I'm wearing them today as I do this narrative. Now we have the earrings, there's my inspiration, these are my starting point. Now this fall, I have decided that I'm going to expand my look. I'm going to start to buy some fun and funky pieces for my wardrobe. I'm usually a pretty classic dresser. And a couple of weeks ago, unbeknownst to me that I would be invited to this steampunk event, I actually purchased a pair of military boots. Well, they'd be the perfect fit, especially when you figure this is going to be an outdoor event in the Beaver Valley. So I've got my earrings, my boots. Next, I start to look through my closet and I come across this moto jacket. All right, some of you are saying you can't wear zippers. They weren't around in the Wild Wild West of Victorian eras. Come on, yes I can. There's that infusion of science fiction in this. So there we go. I've got 3 key pieces for my steampunk attire. As I'm looking at the earrings again for inspiration, I notice the stones are brown. Now, I don't usually wear brown. It's a color I have stopped wearing since I've let my hair go to its natural hue. But I remembered a dress I'd washed and put in a bag ready to go to a consignment shop. I pulled it out, put the ensemble together, and knew I was on the right track. But I also knew there was an element missing, and I knew exactly what that was, a corset. Now, I wasn't going to go to the expense and buy a brand new corset for one event. So I went to my one-stop shop, searched through Amazon, and found this belt. And it cost me about $20, but it totally completed the outfit. A couple of days later, while en route to the Beaver Valley, we stopped along the shores of Georgian Bay and took this video. I was so pleased when I saw the whole ensemble come together, and look at that backdrop for shooting a video. And photos. My sister and her husband, my husband and I, all decked out in our very best steampunk attire. My sister suggested we climb upon the rocks for a group photo, and a very kind passerby stopped and offered to take this picture for us. I think that passerby has taken many a picture like this. All we needed to do was edit. It was then to the party. From the shores of Georgian Bay to the Beaver Valley, where the birthday girl herself told me, "Karen, you look fantastic." That made my day. I was so pleased with my steampunk attire, the best steampunk attire I had. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have putting it together for you, please like this video. And I also encourage you to become part of the Fully Fashionista community here on YouTube and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our videos, which will be uploaded the first and third Friday each and every month. In the meantime, I encourage you to style your statement every day.